There were some runs that went back and forth in the first half, and I thought we closed the first half out very well. And they're too good of a team. They're going to make a run. I was kind of really proud of the way the guys just kind of hung in there through some of it. We had some ups and downs. We kept battling and fighting. I thought we defended as hard as we could for 48 minutes. Obviously Thompson there in that third quarter got going and made some tough shots. But overall, I thought we kept battling and fighting, and we weathered some storms and manufactured some offense and got some stops and got out on the break. So, overall, it was I thought our guys did a really, really good job tonight.
Coach, Nate Duncan from the Cauldron. When you played small before in these playoffs, especially in the San Antonio series, it didn't really work. Same thing, first two games. What made you think going into Game 3 that would work and that is something that you guys should emphasize?
Well, one of the things it's not necessarily about what is or is not going to work. It's more about you got to put things out there sometimes, based on teams. You've got to be willing, I think, to take some risks and do that. And I've said this before. You start looking at numbers all the time from the year, and it's over 82 games, and it's against a lot of different teams. Sometimes you got to look and evaluate what's going on inside the series you're playing against. So, why were the numbers bad? And was there any way, with adjustments, could we make those numbers better? And our guys have done a good job where we've been able to move around and be pretty versatile with our roster and play guys in different roles and in different positions. And I think that's a strength of our team.
Coach Michael Kenny, can you just talk about or describe just the mentality and attitude Russell Westbrook has been playing with in his playoffs? What's been the overwhelming factor that you've seen him play with?
Russell, just plays with incredible passion. He's got such great force and great will, and he's also really, really a high basketball IQ player. He sees a lot of things going on out there. Just his effort and his energy, throughout the course of the entire game, even with our team, was terrific. But, as a coach, you sit there and you have great respect and admiration for somebody that plays that hard and gives to the game and to his teammates what he gives.
Fred Katz, Norman Transcript, Coach to your left. You guys, along with those small lineups, have done a particularly good job pushing the ball as well. Is that something that's a mentality that's hard to, Steven Adams said it's hard to stay locked in for 48 minutes straight. Is that something where it's tough to stay locked in for those 48 minutes? And if so, how do you keep that up in a Western Conference Finals type atmosphere?
Yeah, I think what happens is you've got to build up stamina for that. And I think you have to have stamina to be able to concentrate and focus and then physically do what these guys do. The way they're laying their bodies on the line, the whole team, the way they're physically competing. Golden State's a hard team to guard, and they're very, very good, and they obviously give you a lot of cutting, moving, and passing, and same thing with San Antonio. And our guys continually, I think, as time goes on, to try to get a little bit better and a little bit better defensively. But they're giving great effort, the entire team, in terms of trying to concentrate and focus on the things within the game plan. And to Steven's point, that's hard to do, especially when fatigue sets in and then you're having to play offense. There's a lot going on to maintain that level of concentration.
Dean Blevins, News 9 Sports in Oklahoma City. You lost the first game to the Spurs by, 32 points or so. What have you done? I mean, does it surprise you, Coach, that you've been able to, you're on the brink now of doing something really special in back-to-back series? Are you surprised coming off of that start?
I think it's more of a reflection on the guys in the locker room, to be honest with you. I think it has a lot to do with Russell and Kevin's confidence, and I think that trickles down into our team. They are able to put things in great perspective, coming off of setbacks. And the one thing about the both of them is that when there is a setback, their ability to bounce back. And they don't wallow in it. They don't have pity parties. They come back and go to work and try to inject who they are into our team. And I think it really helps our team come back and concentrate and try to get better and improve, off of maybe a setback. So we're playing against really good teams, and you're not going to always have a perfect game, and you're not going to play perfectly. And you've got to have some resiliency and some toughness and some fight to you. And I think our team has it. So really, it's more of a it really has a lot more to do with the guys in the locker room and the character of the locker room and the kind of guys that are in the locker room.